Yeah, so my sister, she had been going through some things with my nephew, and the upper cervical and NUCCA type of chiropractor practice was what helped him. He had colic really badly, and when I saw that through the baby, she was telling us that the chiropractor at the time she was seeing had really suggested for adults too, and it does all types of things that can really change your life and help you feel balanced. So through my sister and actually nephew, that's how I was introduced to this part of the chiropractor practice. I think the main thing was, okay, the first time I had ever tried more of the upper cervical, which was only one time in Florida, the person had noticed that my feet, when I was laying face down on the table, were totally different lengths. And so that was like my first kind of introduction into it, and then saying that I was off balance and that eventually it would help me mentally and in different ways. So then when I came back to New York City, where I live, after visiting my sister, I was like, I really want to tap into this and find someone local who can help me, extend the journey or keep on the journey. So yeah. Yeah, I have tried a lot of different forms of chiropractor practices. I tried like the sports type, and that was not my forte. It was very physically not aggressive, but it was a lot on my body. And then there's like these electronic, I forget the proper name, but there is things that were put on my body to help like calm my system, but it just felt like it wasn't getting to where I needed to be. And I felt a lot of brain fog, but I felt very off sometimes. I didn't know what it was. Like I couldn't put my finger on it. And I think getting closer to the other, upper cervical practice, I felt like that was more what was helping me in depth. So yeah, I think the other ones I tried was your general sports chiropractor of alignment. But what I found was I was off by 7 degrees. And so when I came here, I found out that there was a lot more going into this part, and it was more gentle. And that's what I really loved about it, because the other chiropractor practices that I tried were more like back and arms and hips. And this was all, just focusing here. And then I had more impact getting like helped here. So yeah. It's really changed my life. Like it really has. Being here, it's helped me feel more grounded. I think that's the word I meant to say earlier, is that like I was feeling aloof, brain fog. Obviously like my axis was off by 7 degrees, and so when I started working really, working very hard to get it back to a, balanced way, that's when I started to feel like my emotions started to tap in more. That was actually when I started to tap into more therapy, and I felt more, even my friends were telling me I was less anxious all the time. And so I don't know how to explain it. It wasn't just physically, my body felt, less pain in my shoulders. I work on computers, so I had a lot of shoulder pain, so that was kind of like the physical pain that I was coming in for initially. I later on had a concussion, and so it was really helpful, and it has changed my life that I already had an establishment here. And then when I had big life changes, it's just been such an encouraging support system in my life throughout those different changes. So the concussion was really scary. I had more of like a vasovagal, and I was around a lot of heat, and then I passed out. And then my alignment that I've been working so hard on went back out of alignment, so I was sad about that. But I used the neurocranial, thanks. And that helped me in such a way that put me back on my path. And then, yeah, I'm here now with just extending my journey. So it's really changed my life. Yes, I would 1000% recommend. And as I'm growing my family, I will make sure my children come here. And I just think it's not even just a practice, it's a way of life. And I'm very grateful for it. And I think making a sacrifice of really just like taking that time out of my day or my week to come here, it's not even a sacrifice. It's more of like just a part of my routine, and it's really made my life better. I think that coming here is more of just having your body go back into alignment, or getting a physical pain, you know, healed, so to say, or help the pain level. It's also mentally, it's an incredible place to be at, because it helps you really tap into the alignment. And when your mind and your body are one, I feel like that's when other things in life have just worked out. And life is hard, but I feel like having this as coming back to and knowing it's a staple, that has really just helped me feel more calm in my everyday life. So I would recommend this, and yeah, definitely give it a shot. So thank you. Yay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.